First things first, I am here to announce that Superman Legacy is coming out on digital in 2 days' time. Literally on Friday, you'll be able to buy it in 4K on so many streaming platforms and you can watch it. Now, what has happened and why is this so sudden? First of all, this film is coming to digital 35 days, exactly 35 days after its official launch in theaters. There's an issue with this kind of strategic release on digital. If a film was very successful, Warner Brothers will not be putting it out on digital this quickly. This is not a good sign, obviously, and I'll explain why. Warner Brothers already knew that they will not be able to get more money than they are getting right now. I said this film will just maybe die out at 620. They already know they're going to lose some money. So they want to start making their ancillary money on time. Now that's why they're putting this out on digital so they can start recouping money from their digital sales to cover up their budget. I keep telling people that this film has lost money for Warner Brothers, but they don't believe me. If this film was successful, it will not be out on digital this quickly. And then that brings me to the next point of this video. James Gunn's current Superman now has lost over half of the audience of Zack Snyder's films. And that includes Batman v Superman, the original Man of Steel, and as well as even Justice League. This project, as I speak to you right now, is so bad that it cannot even beat the Justice League. Remember, the Justice League was a massive disaster for Warner Brothers. This film will not be able to beat its box office run. This is how bad things have gotten for this project. So the report states that even though it is doing well domestically, its international number is so weak that you can call this movie the domestic man. At this point, it's not Superman, it's the domestic man. But basically wearing spandex at home. It can do it abroad. So let's look at what's being said about this project. It said that Batman v Superman sold an estimate of 159 million tickets worldwide. That's huge. That's huge at the time. This new Superman only sold 67 million tickets worldwide. And that's when it's all said and done. Let's just give it a total of 70 million tickets worldwide. If you do the average, you're looking at about between 45% to 47% of Batman v Superman audience, which is really, really a problem. Warner Brothers rebooted all this franchise to still get less money than they used to get from Zack Snyder. This is pathetic, and I will say this. And let's even compare it to other projects. Even if you compare it to Superman, it is still what I mean. Even if you compare it to Man of Steel, not this new Superman, but even if you compare it to Man of Steel, it still sold way less tickets than the original Man of Steel featuring Henry Cavill. So James Gunn, with all the rants he's ranting on social media, his film has not been able to beat any of the previous DCEU mainstream projects from Zack Snyder. He has not been able to beat it, and no matter how they want to spin it, it is still not a success. You're looking at almost 43 to 46% audience drop from Batman v Superman down to this film. So there is no way to spin it. There is no way to spin it. Let's even look at Man of Steel. The average number of tickets sold for all Man of Steel tickets buyers back in 2013. They estimated it to between 112 million to 122 million tickets sold worldwide, and they are averaging it at $5.5 to $6 at that time. When you compare it to this, between the 64 million to 70 million tickets that this movie will sell right now, it is almost half of the audience of Man of Steel from 12 years ago. That's around 52 to 60% of the audience of Man of Steel. So no matter how you want to spin it, this project is not a success. I'm sorry to bust anyone's bubbles. This project is not a success for Warner Brothers. They might be able to recoup their money now that it's going on streaming. And I have one more thing. Fans are actually blasting James Gunn for the decision to allow this come out on digital this quickly, because they have seen that they've accepted defeat. They've already pulled out defeat from the jaws of victory. They have accepted it that we've lost money, so it's better we put it out on digital and start making money back on the ancillary market. Let's see how things pan out on digital for them. Share your thoughts down below, guys. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Follow us here. I'll see you guys very much next time.